Felt like it was 7 years ago since I start being wake up to this goddamn illusion. This I don't even know what it is anymore. I don't think it's physical. No, it's a virtual reality. Yeah. Wake me up, Neil. Neil, wake me up. Anyway, back in 2013, I was confused. Actually, my whole life, I'm confused. I wasn't the person who understand things. But just I think it was yesterday. I was talking to a physicist, and I found a common thread. Even if every human being, when they were a child, they can listen to their intuition, right? But as you grow up, we live in society where we drown out all the noise. We use our left brain instead of our right brain, because yesterday we were talking about a whole bunch of things and it was very exciting. But thank you to this man that he's a wonderful man who have influenced my life, but not only him but many others. Of course, there was this one guy who was talking about there's no one person can influence your life. Actually, there can be, right? That's why they have influence marketing. People who have lots of followers, subscribers, they have influence. So does everyone who you come in contact with. A person can change a one person life based upon their interaction, whether it's unconscious or sharing information, data from their energy, whatever. But this is a combination of the notes that I took in way back in 2013. And I'm glad that he devoted his life to sharing his knowledge with the world about relationship, manhood, and stuff like that. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Lenon Honor. Usually I said Mr. Lenon Honor because I feel so wrong saying Lenon Honor because, I guess it's that Asian thing, right? I always say that. Try to be respectful, always. I try to give back what I can on my YouTube channel because I think that my YouTube channel is a definition of hope, inspiration, not only to people who think that they're not smart enough, that they don't have the resources, but they can achieve whatever they want. I mean, the past few years I've been interviewing vastly amazing people that it's fascinating what I can do. I never knew that I could do it. Thank you, Mr. Lenon, for doing what you do to help kids or boys to become manhood and about relationship. I think that's very important because school doesn't really teach about relationship at all. They only dealt with the left brain system of the human brain, but they're missing a spiritual aspect, I think that school deal with the physical, the intellectual aspect of a human being. What they're missing is a spiritual connection with consciousness, or this system that we connect with our intuition, which most our life or most adults have lost in touch with. And so if you can hear this, Mr. Lenon Honor, thank you so much. And this is my notes. Yes, I have Bob Proctor, Les Brown, Jim Rohn is in there, and of course your notes about vision of manhood, right? And here's all the notes that I have taken from you. And yes, guys, I've taken a lot of notes, and it's thanks to him that I become aware about mind control and about a lot of spiritual stuff that I never knew about before. And yes, I don't know where. Yeah, here you go. Transforming your vision of male-female relationship. I took lots of notes. So wait, is it energy field? Wow. Man, I'm gonna read this for a long time. And yes, I think that Mr. Lenon Honor is here for a reason, and he's here to raise people consciousness, to help us evolve, to grow. I mean, all of people who put forth trying to make a humanity better, to raise consciousness, to raise awareness. They're growing humanity. They're impacting humanity in the good way. I think that too often time people put too much negativity out, too much bad. I mean, of course, I have my own flaw, right? I'm not perfect. Like there are many times I'm not perfect, right? You know, I get angry, I get sad, depressed. But we're all doing the best we can. And you know, I think that the day that he let me interview him was the best day of my life. It was a dream came true. Now, when he gave me a free ebook, it wasn't just an ebook. It was like I wanted the, you know, I couldn't get the I wanted to what was it? Pay him PDF. I mean, not PDF. From what was it? I couldn't. What was it? Debit card or something. I couldn't pay him, but he said he'll email it to me. So he emailed me an ebook. So that's why I'm grateful. It's an actual book, and I read through it. And he talked about his spiritual journey and stuff like that. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the content that he put out. I'm grateful for the knowledge that he had provide for relationship, for not only for probably male and female alike. And he, you know, he cares. Like if a person do that a lot, who gives, and he genuinely cares. He's a good man. Like I totally respect that, and that's why I try to not disappoint. Oftentimes when I put YouTube, you know, the reason why I put stuff like funny videos or part of me, because that's me. I cannot fake it. I mean, most people see, the thing is, I'm not gonna conform to my subscriber who they want me to be. I think that's bad. Conforming to subscribers or numbers because they want it to you to change. You can change, like base a little bit, but you cannot. Yeah, I think that too many people fake, or you know, like the authentic is not there. So I'm, you know, I can't. Most of the time when Mr. Lenon Honor, when he talked about his struggles and vulnerability, I can't even be like him. That's like, wow, it's tough because it takes me time to be able to talk about my issues, my problem to people, so I can help them. The pain that I go through and stuff like that. He does a good job more than me. I can't do that, but nonetheless, he have the quality that I like, the quality that we can all aspire to be. Like I think that we each have the seed of potential, that we can become something more, and he, you know, that's the gift that he brought me. Like he's a one person, and his content, his videos changing me. I watch tons of hours on his videos of spirituality, his knowledge, how he developed himself, his character. I think he talk about dictionary, looking up words, right? That we should look up words. We should expand our vocabulary. School teach vocabulary in a very ineffective way, where they throw a bunch of vocabulary at you, but the thing is, you forget, right? It doesn't really make your neuron stronger. It fades away, so it doesn't like become long term or very permanent. Like when Bob Proctor talk about paradigm, I can talk about paradigm because I taught myself to talk about paradigm, right? All these knowledge that I gathered over the years because I have diligently studied, because I wanted to be able to reach people, to teach people. At first I feel uncomfortable because I wasn't a teacher, because I read books. That doesn't necessarily translate to a lot of things. That people say it's not what you know, it's what you do, but it's also what you know, so you won't be sided, so you won't have, what was it, Jim Rohn's, either it was Jim Rohn or it was Matt Morris is saying, basically, when you're learning from someone, you're compressing decades, years of hard work into where you can become successful. And I think that people who are here to teach spirituality or law of attraction, they're here to raise consciousness, vibration, because we're all a piece of consciousness. If you think about it, every cell is evolving, and so as human we evolve. Every time we evolve, level up consciousness, we introduce a new level of reality into us. That's what happened to me. Like, if I didn't took the time to evolve or study or expand my level of consciousness, if you will, then I wouldn't be able to reach him, because it took me time, and it was so hard to reach him. And I'm grateful that he took the time to do interviews with me, and hopefully that helps other people about relationship. I think that he have a positive message to spread, and I think that we all do. I think that we have to put forth creating videos on YouTube. When you create YouTube videos, try to make it it's full watch time. Make it like 10 minutes or maybe 15. I'm not great at it, but you gotta keep creating. Like, if you don't create, you won't be found, right? That's how I found Mr. Lenon Honor. That your message, whoever you are, your message matters. Who you are matter. What you're trying to do matter. Like, everything matter. That you touch human life matter. That's my point. That's the whole interview yesterday. I interviewed Tom Campbell, and he's a physicist, and we were talking about quantum physics and stuff like that. That we're here to cooperate with each other, to help each other to evolve. And he talked about his successes to be able to help lift this humanity. So thank you. Thank you all for trying to make this world a better place. Because it can be. I don't like the way the education is. I don't like the way the corporation is. I think that it needs to change, because so many people are stuck in this world that it's an illusion. And most people think, what are you talking about, Johnny? It's not an illusion. It's physical. It's 3D finite. But the problem is you're living with your physical senses. That's the only problem. And the idea that you have is nothing but an illusion. It's real based upon what you believe it to be, and it controls how you see the world, right? You interpret the world because of your idea, your senses that enter your mind, and everything else, right? And I hope that this message bring forth your awareness of self, that there is something more to it. Yesterday I was talking to, Tom Campbell. When we listen to our intuition, what we need will usually come. It's very strange. And when he said that, I was like, usually when I listen to my intuition, things what I need to come. So I'm grateful. So I would like to give thanks to Mr. Lenon Honor, to Renee. She always been helpful. She also gave me a free book, and so I'm helpful. That's why I try to promote her stuff on here. And Wade Bloodgood, he helped me too through a bad time. And July, and all the good people, and Nancy Van Hook, Carrie Ann Amgram, she always remind me about forgiveness, compassion. That's what I grow. It's not easy, right? We're humans. We have to understand that we have humans' emotion. We often not express that. So that's it. Thank you guys. See ya. Bye bye.